If you're living in America, paying attention to what's going on politically, and you're starting to feel like looking into other countries for living is an option, then this video is for you. In this video, I'm going to discuss how I'm able to live abroad and travel, but it won't be on a financial basis. It's going to be rooted in the mind. And here's why. A lot of times we only focus on the physical aspect, meaning the steps to moving abroad, but we don't think about the emotional impact that a lot of you guys will face. Now, moving abroad is exciting. I encourage you to do it at least one time in your life, right? Most of the times, our decisions are based or made with the foundation of fear. And it's understandable as to why that would be the case, but you'll never know until you actually try something. So this video is not for me to discourage you, but encourage you to look within and make sure that whatever choice you decide to make is going to be based off of you and nobody else. Listen, the reason why I tell you to change your mindset is because this lifestyle will affect you mentally, physically, and spiritually. That's mind, body, and soul. It doesn't matter how much money you have or how pristine you are at creating plans or itineraries. It doesn't matter if you don't have this right. That's the honest truth. And most of the time, between finances and mental support or emotional support, those are the two reasons why a lot of people go home. Culture shock is real, and I feel like it varies, and it depends on the person. Some people may only experience one thing, and some may experience every emotion on the scale. Again, that really depends on the person. And I'll be honest with you guys, some people are just built for this lifestyle. A lot of y'all are not. A lot of y'all are doing this because of a fad, and it ain't working. I've said this in another video, and I will continue to say it. I don't know who you pray to, but whoever you pray to, you make sure that they told you to make this type of lifestyle change. Because, baby, if you cannot call upon the one, the Most High Creator in my case, if you cannot call on Him to assist you in tough times, then you need to go back to the drawing board, because this is not easy. Here's the thing. When you move to another country, your conversation changes. You will experience a lot of things that your loved ones will not be able to understand. And that's fair. But how are you affected mentally, spiritually, and physically, you may ask? Well, for those of you who have children, you're not going to have anybody to watch your kids like that anymore. You're not going to be able to call your mom and say, hey, can you come over because Ashley has the flu? When it comes to you calling up your loved ones, your best friend, just randomly to see what she's doing, and she's at work or she's asleep, what do? You're 8 hours ahead. A lot of times when they're up, you're asleep. And when you're up, they're asleep. When you're used to being on that early morning call, that prayer call, so you can get prayer, or just run into your family church to talk to the pastor. What do you do when you can't do that anymore? Or what about when you're missing births, birthdays, special events like graduations? What do you do then? Holidays. Are you ready? Because a lot of you guys are not. I want you to understand that you are affected the moment you decide that you're going to move abroad. You immediately start going through an emotional roller coaster. Now you're faced with, okay, I'm about to move. How am I going to break this to my children, my loved one, my family? Am I really ready to move? Am I prepared to deal with their opinions? What is it going to be like when I get to the new country? Am I really going to like where I decide to move? You have a lot to think about, and it can be stressful and it can be overwhelming. So much so to the point to where you could literally change your mind. So I want you to understand that emotionally, mindset change needs to happen prior to you getting on that plane, because it's going to naturally take its course anyway. There's a whole shift that has to take place. Are you ready for it? Speaking of mindset change and making a shift, I did not come with the mindset to live like an American in the new country. Meaning, I know that the words cheap and affordable are relative to the person. But in my case, I don't live above my means. So that means that whatever my monthly income is, my expenses do not exceed that. I have some wiggle room to save a little money so that I can do what I want to do, which is travel. Also, I didn't bring any debt with me to the new country. An example of that would be credit card debt. Also, I'm low maintenance. I do not live a luxurious lifestyle. I don't have to have the new brand or the expensive branding of clothing. Don't get me wrong, I like what I like, but it's just not the lifestyle, that I live. I don't have to have the brand new perfume that comes out or makeup that comes out. I don't have to take all of the luxurious pictures and all of that stuff to make y'all feel like I'm just over here just balling out of control and stuff like that. I don't invest my money in that. I fly economy. Do I want to do business class? Yeah. As soon as I start learning all about these credit card points and rewards and all of that type of stuff, your girl about to be on that. But I have a basic way of living and a basic way of just how I do things. Yes, I go out and eat and stuff like that, but I'm doing that thing on a budget. I'm always gonna ball on a budget. Always. Okay. Y'all will probably think, oh, she don't know. Yeah. Because why? Why am I spending American prices? In Egypt? Listen, some countries you go to are expensive, meaning the like if you go to Europe and the euro is more than the US dollar, then it's gonna hit you a little bit, because they're probably charging you an American price and their money is better than yours. So it's like, ooh. But when you're coming to a quote unquote third world country, ain't no way. I'm not doing that. So that's why you got to have a good relationship with money, and just understanding how the currency works. And I've been reading little comments here and there about public transportation being like a poor person's way to get around. Well, call me po then. And I ain't po. But why in the hell would I be spending all that money to go 5 to 10 minutes away? Let's just be realistic, probably 10 minutes away. Why? Why? I'm not doing that. If I can pay, my little couple of cents to keep me from sweating like a dog, to get from this place to that place, I'm going to do that. Right there with the locals. Unless it was like my experience in TZ. It was just too much going on. They hanging all outside of that's too much. But am I above public transportation, taking the bus and all that? No. I don't want to have to deal with driving in that crazy traffic anyway. And if push comes to shove, I would get me a driver. I had 2 in Dar. It just take a little bit of communicating, a little negotiating. No big deal. But for all of y'all saying that, taking public transportation is a pole thing and all that, I ain't studying none of that you talking about. None of it. Because, see, I'm able to keep money in my pocket and travel and still do what I do because I'm moving wisely. You should try it. You should try it instead of trying to show out for folks. But again, that's to each his own. No judgment here. I just wanted to share a few tips with y'all in reference to how I'm able to live abroad and travel, but also express to you how important it is for y'all to do the number one thing, and that's change your mindset. You got to, if you want to be successful at this. Well, that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up, share it, subscribe to join the tribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Shalom.